going on, everybody? It's Dan Moonshine, the Hillbilly Hellraiser. How you doing? I'm doing all right. So I just figured I'd come out here and babble for a quick second. I just recorded a video within the past day or so, posted it up. It just recently went up on the YouTubes. And it was from my buddy Paul, his band Kai, and apparently I didn't mention one of the albums that he's put out recently, and I did want to issue a correction of sorts, but at the same time, by the laws of Warhammer, that album no longer exists because I did not say that it existed, so therefore it never happened. It's all an illusion. But anyhow, so I did with that particular review, I did 4 different takes with it. Basically because the first 3, they weren't so much crap, but at the same time, there was lots of, as you know, I tend to babble. And I just went on this long tangent about a gym story that I had. And I thought it took up way too much of the time. I was trying to be a little bit more concise and keep it more centrally focused on the topic. So I deleted it, and then I tried to do it again, and I tried to make the story shorter, but I think I only hit that mark by a minute or 2. So anyhow, it just, long story short, I got up early one day before going to the gym. I blasted out a video, and then I forgot to mention that one of the EPs that Paul put out recently was Glimpse into a Violent Past is the name of it. That's what came out last year, but I want some credit for this because I did mention it. I just did it on one of the other takes that I did, and here is the evidence. So yeah, it's very, very cool stuff. This is a follow-up to his Tales from the Land of Fire. I want to say is the name of it. I'm probably screwing that up off the top of my head. But he did an EP last year. I want to say it was last year. And then he did, before that, he had an EP that came out, The Conqueror King. All very cool stuff. If you are into... So that proves it. It's documented. It's proven. You can't dispute it. I already said it. It's on the record. You can't dispute it. You can't cancel me. I'm uncancelable. Oh, I'm mad. I'm mad now. But anyhow, so what I'm going to do here is this is just going to be kind of as I like to refer to them, a yellow stream of consciousness video where I'm just going to kind of babble and tell a couple of the stories, the random things that I tried telling in the video, but I felt for the sake of time and for the sake of sticking to the subject matter, I would just delete all that and focus on that. So one of the things I wanted to do, I wanted to show everybody this. A couple years ago, I got a poster for Christmas. It was a oddly measured, it's a poster with odd dimensions, so you couldn't pick up a standard, go to Walmart, pick up a frame. So I had to go to the Evil Empire Amazon. It just so happened that recently, through my job, I ended up getting a gift card. I thought it was just supposed to be a Visa prepaid card or something like that they were going to send us, but they ended up, the company that we do business with, they sent me and one of the other people that I work with, they sent us credit gift card to Amazon. And it just so happened that I had an Amazon account. And of course, everybody that I work with was worried about that because they know I'm kind of a behind the times type of weirdo. So they're worried that I didn't go on Amazon, and they know my thoughts. So they're like, oh geez, does he even have an Amazon account? And I said, no, I actually do. And then I told them the story about buying Vincent Crowley's album off of there. And I told him that story when I did a long time ago, speaking of not just Vincent, but of Paul, when we did that What Gets Your Goat video series that Vincent was doing for a while. I got to do it with Paul and Vincent. And I was telling Vincent at the time, I was like, damn it, Vincent, you got me on Zoom. I'm ordering off of Amazon. And he just kind of laughed and was like, I know, man. But anyhow, so I went on there, picked up the frame. And now I finally have my awesome Goat Whore Blood for the Master poster album cover art framed up. I'm going to put it on the wall. That's pretty cool. So at least I thought. And then I had the funny gym story that I was trying to tell that kind of ventured off into me discussing gym culture and assimilating back into gym culture some of the stuff I had problems with in the past, which is why I wound up working out at home. And that's kind of like the backstory to that. But I was there one day, I'm working out, and I'm some of the eccentric personalities are there. One of them comes in, and he's a regular, and he's wearing his outfit of choice to work out for the day was cowboy boots, a pair of overalls that were that had an American flag design on the back, and I think he either fashioned them into shorts or they were cuffed into shorts. It was something like that. So if you can visualize that, and they may have even, I didn't really, because it's a little, the lighting isn't great in the gym. It's good enough, you can see what you're doing, but at the same time, it's not like crystal clear. So I couldn't tell if it was also camo based, but if you can visualize that outfit, and he no shirt underneath the overalls, and he's doing his back stuff, and I'm over here doing my back stuff. And at one point, I had my headphones on, and I can just hear over the headphones as he's done with his set, and he's looking in the mirror, checking himself out. He just goes, "Damn, I look good." And I was like, all right, kudos to you, my friend. And I told a bunch of people that story, and one of them told me that they wish that they had that sort of confidence to not only dress like that, but also to proudly proclaim that they look good. So that was that. That was another funny story that I had. And speaking of my headphones, I don't know if anybody saw this little short that I put out. I don't think most people did because it did terrible views, which kind of like sidebar. I don't know if this whole new YouTube thing, what's going on with that, because it seems like it's kind of confusing with the whole, if you even watch something for a second, it counts as a view, but then it's not a real view or something, or I don't know what's going on with that. It's just very confusing. And I say that because one of the recent things that I put out, I saw it had like almost 50 views, which for me is actually fairly decent in a short amount of time. But then I go and I look at my YouTube studio, and it's got like half of that. So I don't know exactly how to gauge that. It's kind of a pain in the ass because I don't, it's hard enough for me to like make sense of a lot of the analytics and stuff like that, and now you're complicating it. So that'll be a fun journey for me. But speaking of my headphones, this is what happens. Very unfortunate. I would go in my gym bag, open them up, get ready to hop on the elliptical to do a little warm up, go to put my headphones on, and then the one headphone is just dangling. So now I got to fix that. Got to go buy another pair of headphones in the process so I can at least listen to my own music, because I was being tortured with ABBA and Rod Stewart. And nothing against Rod Stewart. My dad loves Rod Stewart. But I don't want to listen to disco music while I'm working out. I'd rather listen to my heavy metal or at least some hard rock. And they play a lot of hard rock in there. But on this particular day, it was a disco duck day. And I was really thinking about ducking out of the gym on that one. So, yeah, RIP to my headphones. They've served me well. Hopefully I can get them super glued and epoxied up or whatnot, and then I can wear them again. And probably next time I'll be doing a video with the friggin' headphones stuck to my head because I didn't do something right on that one. But anyhow, to tie this all up in a nice uneven bow, I don't really drink a lot of soft drinks. I don't drink a lot of soda. I haven't drank soda in a really long time. I do have a bit of a sweet tooth, but I try to avoid soda because the sugar content is super high, and then you combine that with anything else, and it's too much sugar. It's just way too much sugar in your diet. But I saw this in the store, and I said, I gotta try this. This is just a morbid curiosity thing. So I said, you know what? What a perfect way to do it than on a video. So this is what I got. This is called Dirty Mountain Dew. It is a cream soda dew. I have no idea how this is going to taste. It's probably going to taste like battery acid to me because I don't drink that much soda. But I figured I would give it a go in front of you, the viewing public. But I am actually going to take a quick second because I want to cleanse the palate and give it the full flavor burst. It's just doing proper. Before any nerd-wells say anything like, well, you should cleanse your palate with a shotgun, don't be mean. So here we go. Let's see. That's good enough. Yeah, man, this is like, what, like 270 calories per bottle. There is 70 some odd grams of sugar, and that accounts for about 150% of the daily total value of sugar intake that one should have with a traditional diet, typical calorie-based diet that people have. So that's why I tend to avoid sugar altogether. I don't drink a lot of soda because of that. I was starting to get a little paunchy with that, and not that I'm too much better nowadays, but without the soda it helps a lot too. So cheers, salut, slancha, all those good things. Let's see how this tastes. It smells like cream soda. It's different. It's not awful, but it's Mountain Dew mixed with cream soda. It's kind of an odd flavor. It's not horrible. I don't think I'll be going back on the soda anytime soon. I'll probably end up sharing a lot of this with a couple people at work. But yeah, I figured I would try that. It's not terrible, but I generally speaking, I don't recommend people drink a lot of soda because it's just so high in sugar. But I figured I would try that. I saw that. I do, as far as sodas go, I like cream soda. I'm a big fan of that. But I just don't drink a lot of soda nowadays. But I saw that and I said, you know what? As morbid curiosity goes, I'm going to try this sooner rather than later and see what it tastes like. So it's not bad. So if you are a soda person, I generally don't recommend people drink a lot of soda, but if you drink it, hey, give it a try. But anyhow, that's what I got for you. All right, everyone, take it easy. I'll catch you on the next video. Later.